I have been sitting on this couch for 3 hours, and biologically, I just convinced my body to start deleting itself. We used to think muscle loss sarcopenia took decades, but a 2024 study on microgravity tissue chips found something terrifying. In just 7 days of unloading, human muscle cells changed their gene expression to look like they belong to a geriatric patient. Space travel creates accelerated aging, and if you have a desk job, congratulations, you are a volunteer in the same experiment. So, what is actually happening when you sit? Your body isn't resting, it's hiring a demolition crew. Welcome to the ubiquit in proteasome pathway. When your muscles don't feel tension, two specific genes wake up, MURF1 and MAFX. Think of them as tags. They move through your cells, tagging protein structures for destruction. They are literally the trash collectors of your biology. When you sit, MURF1 levels skyrocket. Your body thinks, oh, we aren't lifting heavy rocks. Cool. These biceps are expensive to keep heated. Burn them for fuel. This is the default state of nature, entropy. If you don't fight it, you dissolve. But it gets worse. It's not just about shrinking muscles, it's about metabolic flexibility. NASA found that in microgravity, your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, don't just stop working, they start leaking. This is called mitochondrial dysfunction. When muscles are unloaded, the electron transport chain complexes I through 4 starts to fail. Instead of making energy ATP, they start spitting out ROS reactive oxygen species. This is oxidative stress. It's basically biological rust. So sitting doesn't just make you weak. It literally rusts your cells from the inside out. You feel tired all the time because your batteries are leaking acid. Okay, enough bad news. How do we turn off the demolition crew? We have to speak their language. The language is force. This is mechanotransduction. It is the process of turning a physical force into a chemical signal. When you lift heavy weight, the physical stretch on the cell membrane triggers the Mount ORC1 pathway. This is the master growth switch. It directly blocks MURF1. You lift. And the trash collectors get fired. This is why walking isn't enough. Walking doesn't trigger enough mechanotransduction to block the rust. You need high-intensity resistance training, NASA's prescription. 3 to 4 days a week, compound movements, squats, deadlifts, presses. You need to create enough tension to scare your mitochondria back into working. Now, let's talk about your skeleton. In space, astronauts lose 1% of their bone density per month. Why? Because of fluid shear stress. Deep inside your bones live cells called osteocytes. They have tiny hair-like sensors called cilia. When you impact the ground walking or running, fluid rushes through your bone matrix and bends these hairs. That bending tells the bone, stay strong, no impact. No fluid flow. The osteocytes commit cellular suicide apoptosis. This is why I'm wearing this. A weighted vest increases the impact forces on every step. It forces the fluid to move. It keeps the bone cells alive. We have fixed the physics. Now we fix the chemistry. Inside your blood, there is a constant war between two generals. General number 1 is myostatin. He wants to stop growth. General number 2 is IGF-1 insulin-like. Growth factor 1. He wants to build. As we age, or when we sit, myostatin starts winning. We develop anabolic resistance. To help general IGF-1 win, you need ammunition. That ammo is leucine. You cannot snack your way to muscle. You need a bolus, a large dose all at once. 3 grams of leucine, about 30 grams of protein, is the threshold to activate the S6K1 kinase. If you eat 15 g, nothing happens. The switch stays off. Think of protein like a password. You have to type the whole thing in at once or the computer doesn't unlock. One last chemical hack, creatine. We used to think this was just for gym bros, but 2024 systematic reviews have reclassified it as a neuroprotective agent. Your brain uses 20% of your body's energy, creatine. Helps recycle ATP, the energy currency in your neurons. It improves memory, reduces mental fatigue, and protects against the brain fog of aging. 5 grams every day. It is the cheapest insurance policy you can buy. So, the bad news. Your body is trying to rust. The good news? We have the manual, lift heavy things 3x a week to fire the trash collectors, walk with a weighted vest to keep bones wet, eat 30 grams of protein to unlock the growth switch. Take 5 grams of creatine for the brain. Gravity is the only thing keeping us young. Don't fight it, use it. I'm gonna go produce some ROS and then neutralize it.